guidance I forgot. It's somewhere lost, lost to the cages, cages of chaos I forgot. Somewhere it must be written, I just lost my access to the map. Somewhere love had bidden, I chased the apple and realized can't let it go. Baby, it's a losing game, and I know that I'm to blame. I crossed the ocean and lost myself below. I owe this to myself to stay in the deep end, finally face to face with truth. How about you? Can you handle the riptide? Won't help from the shoreline. What's the use? Somewhere it must be written, I just lost my access to the map. Somewhere love had bidden, I chased the apple and can't let it go. Baby, it's a losing game, and I know that I'm to blame. I crossed the ocean and lost myself. Can't let it go. Baby, it's a losing game, and I know that I'm to blame. I crossed the ocean and lost myself below.
Happy Friday Eve, everybody. Welcome to the stream. Tonight we are going to be working on this lovely Syenann miniature, going back to our Four Seasons Syenann theme with our limited paint palette in the winter theme. So, we've already picked out our colors. I'm going to walk you through what we're using, and then we'll mix up some paint and get going. So we're using all Pro Acryl paints except for our black this time around. I like using a mix of paints normally, but Pro Acryl just happened to have like all the colors that I needed for like the tones of paint without me having to go buy stuff. So Pro Acryl is what we're using. So with winter, of course, you have to have a wonderful blue. So we're going to use a gray blue for all of our blue tones. And then our greens are going to be a bright pale green. And in winter, we're obviously going to be looking at doing snow, dark, dead trees, stuff like that. So our whites and browns are going to be using dark ivory and dark golden brown. Now these four paints kind of like completed my color scheme when I was going through colors for my reference photo, as well as like paints in my catalog of paints that I have to achieve the color scheme that I wanted. I was like, well, I need a fifth color because that's the whole point of this. The whole point of this challenge is to do 5 colors plus a white and a black. And our white and our black are the same as they've always been. Black from Vallejo and bold titanium white from Acryl. I was like, well, what color can we use that fits in theme, is a bit moody, and maybe adds some vibrancy and depth of color to all the stuff that we're doing? And I was tossing around a darker blue. I was tossing around a darker green. But I decided on doing something even more interesting, and that is a dark plum. So we're going to use a purple for the shadows and to darken down these other colors, because these are probably just going to end up being like highlights. I'm excited to see how all this works out and go from there. So with that, I'm going to start mixing up some paint and ask you all, actually, let's make sure, is this open? It sure is. Is it? It doesn't feel like it's open. Nope, it's open. I don't know why the foam ring is still on there, but sure, whatever. How is... Oh, frozen video. Killing me here. Properties, configure... All right, now we're running again. Yeah, how is everybody doing on this wonderful Friday Eve? Also, my music didn't stop. I was like, man, why is my music not running? So we're trying something a little bit different for the music as well this week. Let me know if it's too loud, if it's the wrong vibe. Good, I'm glad to hear it, Katrina. Hopefully your work this week has been light and not a lot of stress. I know I finally feel like I'm starting to catch up for everything that I'm behind on at work, and it feels great. Even though I definitely had a distracted day at work, but you know, it tends to happen when you're there for 10 hours. No. Oh, hello. That's thick paint. Fuck? Does this thing have a mixing bowl? Yeah, it does. Huh. Okay. That's also thick. Wow. Okay, Warcrow. Maybe I need to shake these more. That's more what we're used to. I was like, man, why are these all so much thicker than normal? It's because they're not in my paint collection. They're in a shared paint collection. Oh. And then we'll add our white that I probably need to mix. No? Okay. Cool. Okay, cool. Just trying to make sure that the music like doesn't stop when it's not supposed to. Okay. Paints on the palette. Ready to start. Is anybody else hobbying this evening? If so, what are we working on? I'm just gonna basically hit the whole, I'm gonna hit the whole thing. I'm just gonna hit everything in purple and then use it as a like shadow for everything and see where this takes me. Just a tad darker. Just packing. That's right, you're moving apartments, right? Man, I almost should have painted this guy in subassembly with his arm not in the way of everything else. What are you grumbling at, dog? Okay. The song changing is throwing me off. I'm just used to having music go. So when it changes tracks, I'm like, wait, did it stop? Boy, this brush has seen better days. Yeah, not a fan. I love this color. I think this is probably one of the first times I've used this. All over my base here. I'm gonna paint my ground texture. Just so that I can get a color down. We're just experimenting with our colors and how everything mixes. It's like a very wet, muddy brown. Interesting. Now we'll stick it with, keep going with ground texture here. How's it going, everybody? Thanks for tuning in. We're just getting started on putting down some base coat colors for our winter theme. We've using 5 different colors plus a white and black. All of these are Pro Acryl. We're using faded plum, dark plum, gray blue, bright pale green, dark ivory, and a dark golden brown. Just kind of experimenting with what colors we want where, seeing how everything looks. I think I need to mix, just from the get-go here, a good gray. Because I have a feeling that I'm going to be mixing gray into a lot of stuff on this color scheme and paint scheme. Also, okay. Man, that takes forever to switch songs. Ooh, that's the brown I was looking for. So I've got a feeling that this color scheme is probably going to end up very gray, very muted colors, kind of dark and gloomy for the winter theme itself. Actually, I think I'm going to switch to a different brush to paint this on, because I do want to try to leave some of the brown in or the purple in the shadows. Yeah, I don't think I love this change that we're doing here with the music. It interrupts my flow while I'm painting because I feel like the music has stopped and now I need to stop painting so that there's still music playing. Yeah, okay. Let's try to do something about this.
I do believe that you came up rough. I thought I was only trying to be gentle. Said I should leave for the sun coming.
No, I didn't want.
You got hot, red hot now, babe. You got hot, red hot now, babe. You got hot, red hot now, babe.
No, what it is it's I'm using a tool on YouTube for creators. That is all like royalty-free music and stuff. But I don't like the breaks and stuff like that, or how long the pause is between songs. So I'm just gonna go to what we've been using and see if I can find something that's a little slower.
Can I melt it down somehow? Is there any time to find?
Jesus. Laura!
Aurora, no.
Enough.
Hey, yelling at her doesn't help.
Okay, sorry about that, guys. Alright, honestly, like, I want to find something different than what I've been using. Hi. I'm safe. You don't need to protect me, I promise. Okay, Where is... There it is. We're going to try something different. No, because I was getting constant copyright claims on that. That wasn't what I wanted to click on. Playlists. I don't know if I'm gonna like this vibe. Botanist, how are you? We are figuring out background music because I was trying something new, didn't like it, and now I'm struggling to figure out what to do for background music. Bum ba-dum bum. Exactly, that is the struggle here, because I don't know about you, but I constantly get copyright claims on the background music that plays, even when I'm using a channel that's literally all no copyright music. And yet somehow either Twitch or Monster Hunter playlist, that could work. Let's do a search. Oh. View full playlist. I was considering doing a Monster Hunter Iceborne. Oh, look at that. I think we got it. For our winter theme. A 2-hour playlist of just the Selenia hub on like repeat. I think that's perfect. Okay, where was I? Painting a tree. I am a man of culture. Yes, I mean I've played through World. I didn't finish World, or I finished World. I didn't finish Iceborne. And I started Wilds and completed low rank. And then when I got to high rank, everyone that was like, oh yeah, we're gonna play Monster Hunter Wilds and we'll all play together in a group, literally no one played with me all through low rank. And I'm like, nah. Like the whole reason I play Monster Hunter is to play with other people and friends, and no one was playing. So I'm like, well, guess I'm gonna put this game down. And I do need to fight Fatalis one day, but I'm terrified to fight Fatalis. We should... Are you on PC when you play Monster Hunter, Botanist? Or are you on a console? PC. Well. Unfortunately, I am not a PC guy. I'm a console person. And I mean, I think Worlds still has a community playing it on console, but it's definitely not very big. I mean, I got to fight my favorite monster and craft some of the armor in World, so I was happy. Also, Monster Hunter World was my first Monster Hunter game. I mean, we could link up and do Wilds. I'd be fine with that. I've been honestly wanting to do like a collaboration with another streamer, and it works out because I have the Monster Hunter World board game that I've painted miniatures for, and the whole idea behind this channel was that like we paint a miniature, and then once we're done painting a miniature, we play a game or do some like an alternative stream for whatever that miniature was used for. So, for example, right now we're painting Warcrow, and then once the Warcrow model is done, I play a game of Warcrow either on stream or play a game that like is similar to Warcrow somehow. It's much easier with games like Star Wars. It's easier with games like Monster Hunter, where there's a board game and a video game. Like, I still don't have a comparison for Infinity, which is like the heart of the things that I want to be painting. Because I am actively playing that game and learning how to get better at it. GU is mine. The board game with the minis? Yes, I do. I have the board game with the minis. So I have the base game that comes with Great Jagras, Tobakadachi, Anjanath, and a Rathian. I painted the Great Jagras on stream, and you can see finished pictures of it on my Instagram. I started trying to paint the Anjanath, and then just moved away from it because other projects grabbed my attention. But yeah, like if I went back and I painted Tobakadachi, then like in the next, once I finished it, like the next 2 streams, or maybe like even a Saturday stream, would be a video game stream of playing Monster Hunter. Which I thought was a great idea, but I've just never been able to do it in practice because the miniatures that have grabbed my attention to paint don't really have a video game comparison. And I don't have a setup to be able to stream live gameplay of like a game of Infinity. Maybe one day, but not in my current apartment situation. Also, I need to see the fruits of the stream before I can invest in additional cameras and extra cords and all that other stuff. So yeah, I'd love to collaborate and do a Monster Hunter stream one day, for sure. If you are open to that. Yes, Toby was definitely one of like my first loves of the game when I started playing. But my favorite monster definitely has to be Zinogre. I love that electric asshole. Mizu is a favorite of mine. Oh, I don't know if I know which one Mizu is. Bubble Leviathan. I don't know if I fought against Mizu. I don't know if that was in I don't know if that was in Worlds. Was it? Did they add it to Wilds? I think one of my my coworkers that was playing Wilds was really excited about that monster being added. In Rise, GU, and I'm pretty sure Wilds, yeah. Oh man, I am very out of my Monster Hunter lingo. I hardly know which monsters you're talking about. I have not played Monster Hunter in a hot minute. Got into ecology and lore videos. Yeah, I was just there for the cool monster fights and the craft and all the armor and stuff. I don't even remember who recommended I try Monster Hunter. I think it had to be my friend Savannah. Because I lied. My first Monster Hunter game was one for the Nintendo DS. And I kind of hated it because the controls on it were awful. And then I was told, no, you gotta try one on like console or PC. And like World was the one that was out at the time. So I got World on sale and then tried it and I was like, okay, this is considerably better. Make sure I stay on camera here. Either 4 or GU probably. I think it might have been 4. Oh, it's gonna get way too dark. That's actually not bad. If I add a little bit more brown, might get to the color that I wanted. No? Okay. What if I add more gray? Much better. Because I'm painting all 3 in-game Fatalises. Yeah, your, was it Crimson Fatalise you've been working on? That thing looks so good. And it's a D&D model, like, right, that you're repainting? And highlighting this is going to be really weird. separating from the brown. Strange. Alright. I'm gonna leave that alone for now. We'll come back to it later. So the question becomes... Whoa. Oh, I got paint all over my brush. Awesome. Oh, okay. No, Aurora. Literally just almost got paint all over your fur. Okay. No worries. Thank you for tuning in, Botanist. I do really appreciate you stopping by. And maybe by the time you're paying attention again from your lurk, we'll have some more color on this. Figure out what colors I want to paint all this. Let's do some color mixing.
What was that? What's up, Steffi, bud?
That purple is really strong. Thank you for reminding me. I have water right here that I do need to be drinking. And hopefully not dip my paintbrush into it. That creates a nice lavender. Let's see if we can darken this blue down. It's really gray. That's not bad. Just a little tiny dab of purple. Just experiment. I like that. That's a nice green color. also makes a nice green. Let's try. I feel like this is just gonna turn gray. No, it stays blue. Bum. Where did I had an intermediate like in between these brushes? This one. In between like my big mixing basing brush and my detail brushes. But I think the tip on this is shot, which is why I stopped using it. Thin that with water. I want some of that purple to show through. Or not. Just thick. Botanist, the Monster Hunter music was a great suggestion. Definitely keeping the like vibe for me. I was worried we froze for a sec there. Maybe we did. I think we're gonna end up with the situation that we had on the fall miniature, where I don't know what I'm gonna do with the green. Oh my goodness. What's the matter? So unlike our fall miniature, we haven't quite had the colors just kind of work and all work together. And I'm hoping that on this miniature things are just going to kind of work together. Man, that purple shadow looks really nice. Might have to find a way to like go back and shade those recesses. Cause like the effect that's happening right here on like the top of his shoulder pad or his gauntlet is absolutely perfect. Nice cool icy blue I think is really working for this armor. Oh no, am I gonna paint every single one of these little pieces individually so that I can keep this shadow? That would be something that I would try to do because I like to overcomplicate all of my paint jobs. Yep, wild. Doesn't sound like me at all, right? But to keep that nice purple line separating them, like it looks so good, I might just have to. The other solution is that we cheat a little bit and use a wash, but I don't want to do that. That defeats the purpose of our painting challenge. Enough. Damn it. You guys gotta yell at me when I'm not in frame. Actually, I'm gonna move my camera, see if I can stay in frame more for you guys while I'm doing this. But that means I need to refocus it. There we go, much better. Wunderbar. I did, in fact, choose the hardest way to paint this. Alright. Let's just say fuck it. Because this is gonna take a million years if I do it this way. And that's not entertaining at all. Ooh.
Left or right?
Right.
I didn't shuffle them.
Oh, okay.
Not that you left or right.
Right. Oh, I'm picking your book for tomorrow. Nice. I was like, what am I picking?
Ish for me.
Ooh, that is really pretty. How did I get that color? That looks like it's the green and the blue mixed together.
Hey Google, turn on the dungeon.
Damn it. Yell at me, guys. Still out of frame.
Hey Google, turn off the dungeon.
Mosat Fett reached a watch streak, reaching 3 stream streak. Thank you for tuning in with us, Mosat. Did you just jump in, or have you been with us the whole time? I've been here the whole time. Sound off if you're a fan of Game Changers. This is actually turning out really nice.
Hey Google, turn on the bedroom.
Just tuned in, nice. So we're working on our winter theme, if that's not obvious from the title and our paint colors. Started off by base coating everything in our dark plum. That's what's created our nice dark undercoat for all our shadows. And then we painted the tree that he's standing on, but it definitely needs more work. And now we're working on the armor. I have no clue how I mixed this color up here on my palette. I think it's a combination of the green and the blue. But it looks really nice, highlighting the blue that we already put down. So we're rolling with it. What I really need to do is thin it so that I can blend it in. Got all these little bumps and doodads and stuff in the way. So that makes blending a little difficult. Are you hobbying this evening, Mosat, or are you just watching what we're doing? Also, I am excited because I got an update today on the deck of many colors. It should be arriving at shipping facilities tomorrow, I believe. Let's double check here. Decks in transit. Oh, never mind. So, the 10th of August. So the 23rd of June, now received confirmation that ocean freight began on this date. On the 10th of August, the expected arrival at Fulfillment Center, and then a few working days later, they will head out and be shipped. So, August 10th is a month from now, on a Tuesday. So hopefully by the second week of August, we'll have the deck of many colors. And then once we have the deck of many colors, we're going to do a special stream for that. Whatever we're painting, we'll stop painting that, and then we're immediately going to do a deck of many colors paint stream. I've already picked out the miniature that I want to use. So then I'll just have to find a artwork that I feel fits it. And then hopefully I have all the paints on stream. Maybe what we'll do is whatever stream, like whatever project I'm working on when I get it, we'll use that stream to pick which card I'm going to use from the deck of many colors, and then we'll look through paints that I have, see if I have them all, or if I have alternatives, because he doesn't use every paint brand that I have here at home. Mostly Citadel paints. They're not, and there's not really a lot of Vallejo paints. So it's AK, Pro Acryl, and P3 are the brands I see the most. Tooth and Coats is also paints that he used. But I didn't see any Citadel paints, which means I'm mostly Pro Acryl and Vallejo, so I might have to go out and buy some paints. And then once I have all the paints, well, maybe the stream afterward we'll do the actual painting on the model. We prep the model on stream. This paint mix is really interesting. Like, it goes on and it looks white, and then when it dries, it's like this really nice icy blue. And I'm digging it. Man, I might need to break out my hairdryer. I don't want to subject you guys to that loudness, though. Okay, I'm gonna jump up because I need to change my paint water. I'm really liking how the armor's coming out so far. But we gotta do his leg armor too. And then we gotta figure out what we're gonna do with his skirts. So, like I said, we're gonna take a short break. I'm gonna change my paint water and then we'll come right back. Okay, so we need to probably mix more of this. So I can do the armor on his legs. That looks about the same. Maybe? I don't know. I don't remember how I got half of this. The bright side is that when I go to try to repeat this process on the next miniatures for the Syenann, is that I can go back and watch my screen and watch how I mix my paints and my paint recipes. They're like, oh, that's how I got that color. So the perks of recording what you're doing. Otherwise, you have to like write everything down while you're doing it. Which I have done in the past. That's what I did when I was trying to work out my armor for my Yu Ching. Once I had the recipe locked in, I was like, okay, now this is repeatable. And I can show people on stream. Bigger brush. Okay. So the question becomes now what to do with his like flowy skirts. If the armor's blue, do we just make the flowy skirt green? Or do we go with white? Maybe we go, let's try this. This is our dark ivory. We just go straight dark ivory. So we're not quite white, but we can move up to white. Definitely gonna need at least 2 coats on this. That is thin paint. We're also gonna have to figure out a skin tone. Oh shit, that's almost a skin tone right there. Okay, chat. How do we feel? How do we feel about the dark ivory for the skirt parts? The 2 weight. Maybe we make it a little more brown. What do we think? Okay, Katrina likes it, thinks it looks like snow. We are going to have snow on the base, so it's going to be pretty bright. We do want to try to work some brown into this. Just don't know where or how. Is that the same? Almost. Can we thin this down into a glaze? Yes. I literally see no difference. Okay. When in doubt, try something out and see if we can work through the suck. I don't disagree, Katrina, that I like the dark ivory as like a top color, but we need some depth of color. So using the brown underneath, glazing up to our ivory, I think is gonna be a really nice effect. It'll add some warmth from the brown to counteract the cool blue. And it helps tie the brown from the base in. I think I like that a lot more. We still have some. It still reads white, right? But we've got some shadows and depth of color in there. Ooh. It's unfortunate that this model is so like vertical and like straight up and down. There's not a whole lot of movement in like the cloaks or the fabrics or anything like that. It's a very like it's very static. So creating and like placing highlights is proving difficult. It's doable, but it's difficult. So that you can still read like lights and shadows and stuff like that. Think, what are we at, 9:30? So I think we're probably going to finish this section here with this, with the robes. And then we'll call it for the evening. I don't want to dive into a different section and then cut it off early. I do need to do the lighter blue for the armor. So let's jump over to that real fast. Maybe reactivate my paint. Oh, that's green. I need to clean my brushes. Hit everything with brush soap. Over the weekend, probably. Man, this pose is a challenge. Because, like, the areas that I want to paint, the bow is just kind of in the way. Every time I go to paint a spot, I'm just like, God damn it, there's a bow. Pallet's not drying out. I don't know why my paints are drying out so fast. Okay. Maybe not. I was like, we're ready to test something here, but I found another spot where I needed to highlight my blue. Alright, so the real question is we have all of our little rope ties tying our armor together. The thing that I have been pondering almost this whole paint session is what color am I painting these? Do I go white? Or do I try to paint a green? Just go pure bright pale gray. That's a hard choice. How are we feeling, chat? Take a look. What do we think here? So we've got all the little pieces that tie the armor together. Bright pale green is in 3 spots. And then we have the pure white in 2 of those spots. Maybe we mix the green into the white. We're still getting the green color, but we're really bright. Okay, I think I like that. So we're gonna paint all of them white first. And then we're gonna glaze the pale green directly over top of the white. So it gets really punchy. I think the green directly over top of the blue just isn't selling. But the green over top of the white really pops. Yeah, I like that a lot. And it pops from a distance. Just enough for it to be subtle, but enough that you notice it too. Cool. Alright, well, I think now that I've got a plan and a pretty solid start to the scheme, and it is almost 10 o'clock, I think we're going to call it a night for this evening. Got pretty far in the decision-making process of colors, what we're going to do. I think... What? I got to figure out the pants still. And whether or not... I think we're going to do exposed skin on the elbow here. I got to do the rest with gauntlet. And then skin tone. And then we'll go back and do highlights on woods and stuff like that. So I think maybe we'll get almost done next stream. I also may work on this over the weekend, like I did with the winter, because I'm having a lot of fun with this one. Or not with the winter, with the fall, right? But with that, I hope you all have a wonderful Friday, wonderful weekend. Keep an eye out on YouTube. Tomorrow morning, we should have more of the spring theme Syenann going up on YouTube. Don't forget to jump over there, subscribe, like the videos, leave a comment, do all the things that make dings and push our content to more people. But with that, thank you all for joining me tonight. Thank you all for your input. And I will see you next Friday Eve. And between then and now, don't forget to keep it weird.